Valladolid, which is our first like smaller city in Mexico. We've been here for almost a week, maybe. By the time we leave, we're probably going to leave on Wednesday, so that would be near enough to a week then. But after having such a shitty time in Holbox, we've really enjoyed it here. It's super colourful. Everyone seems a bit more friendly, which is nice. And yeah, we're going to show you what we've been up to. We've done some cenotes. We had Dia de los Muertos. Chichen Itza. We've just been
salbutes.
Yeah.
Cochinita.
Yeah, lots of food. Some sort of like historical colonial stuff, but yeah, it's so cute. So we're just gonna show you around some of the town, and then we'll show you what we've been up to over the past few days.
Right, so basically today's vlog, it's going to be cenotes, some whips. It's what we're going to be riding. My wheel's flat, the back wheel is flat, and we've got about a 20-minute ride on the maps. Yeah. Right, found a mechanic. Gonna give me some air. Oh god, they're getting attacked by a guard dog. It's a fierce guard dog. Hola, necesito aire, por favor. Ah, pájaros.
Loritos.
Pajaritos.
Loritos. Mira, mira.
De Australia.
Son australianos de Yucatan. That is family, huh? Mira, mira.
Entonces, ahora tengo aire. I have air in my tyre. We're all good. And we're on the open road.
Hola.
We're cruising. Oh shit, they drive on the other side, don't they? We're on the wrong side. It's not in England anymore.
50 meters. Then the roundabout, take the third exit.
Right, updates. We're on these things and we're on the main road. Thought it was going to be a bit back roads, but no. Main road bits. We just had to take a little detour down the wrong way of the motorway. Well, we are still going the wrong way, but in a minute we'll be back on the right side of the road and safe. Oh, there's a little trail here, look. So I was worried about leaving our little bikes unattended, and then got here, all the quad bikes have got the keys in. So it looks like we'll be leaving on quad bikes. Buzzing.
see much on the camera because it was so dark.
I don't know about you, but getting in dark water is not on my list of things I want to be doing all the time.
So basically we paid 450 something pesos, which is like just under 20 quid. And it gives you access to both of the cenotes. The life jacket is included. Again, it's mandatory.
So just come out of that second cenote and it was pretty cool, pretty sick. Yeah, it was cool. Annoying, you've got to wear these mandatory life jackets because there was some mad light beams and we wanted to duck dive and swim through the light beams, but we felt like we might get in trouble if we did that. If you don't like people, don't come to this one. We've come out of there, there's a million people here. Yeah, very busy. It seemed like they're coming off of like tourist buses or something. If you go the other two we went to, there must have been 10 people max the whole time. So yeah. This is what we were bombarded with. We're back on the highway that we went the wrong way down earlier because the next cenote is down here. Just left cenote Oxman. I really enjoyed this one. It had a rope swing, so yeah, I had lots of fun in there. Absolutely slapped my balls. Thought I'd ripped a hole in them. It was awful. Yeah, took a little 5-10 minutes to get over that one, but once I'd done that, I was enjoying myself, flipping in and that. the water's freezing. Now it's quite late in the day. The sun isn't on the water, so it does feel cold in there. But yeah, it was good. Felt like I've got a bit more of my money's worth there, jumping in.
Towards Calais 54.
Oh, sorry about that. So now we are going to go home, back to Suucilha, where we're staying. We got the bikes for free from them, so that's been a bonus. We're going to go back, have a little snack, have some showers, and then we're going out for some, well, we don't know what we're going to be eating, but we're going to be going out for some good food.
Filming much today because we've had a bit of a chilled day, just organising some stuff. We came out earlier and just to kind of walk around the historic side of the city, and then we just stumbled into this cantina, which is like a bar basically. Yeah, it was so much fun. We were just having really cheap drinks and they serve free food. Yeah, we paid, I don't know what it was, but way less than a tenner. We had 4 drinks and free food, and then I got up dancing with some of the locals, and yeah, it was just really fun. It is Day of the Dead today, and annoyingly earlier we had loads of rain, so we didn't know whether all of the Day of the Dead activities were going to be cancelled. But we've just come to this park now, which is where a parade is supposed to be starting. It's not very busy, to be honest. I thought it was going to be busier, but yeah, there's a little band playing some stuff. I think they're about to start another song now. And yeah, I don't know, I think we're gonna walk from one park to another where there's this big convent. But yeah, we'll see. If anything interesting happens, then obviously we'll film it and stuff. It looks cool. We want to get our faces painted if we can, but we'll see. Oh, okay, better go. They're going to be parading down the main street towards the main square, and he's just given us these candles, so yeah, we're going to join in with the parade and then see where we end up basically. Okay, that was so much fun. I'm so glad that we went there when we did, because it meant that we got to actually be a part of the parade. And then it was really funny watching all the other tourists look at us why do they get to be a part of it and we don't? And we had our little candles and whatnot. But anyway, we've just come to this food bazaar place. There's just lots of different little mini restaurants. Sorry, I'm right by a main road. All these little mini restaurants under one roof. So we're just gonna get some food, maybe some tacos. I don't know, we'll see what they have. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Hey guys, so we're doing Chichen Itza today. We've literally just got here. We've gone for a guide in the end. And good job as well, because even just getting in with the ticket situation was really complicated. But yeah, we've just got here. This is the main building. And the guide was just saying as well that everybody here, like on this first bit, everyone thinks that that's the front because that's how you come in, but the Mayans would have actually come in from this north side, and this is the front here with these snakeheads. So if you're like an ancient ruin nerd like us, then you might know. On the equinox, the way that the sun comes around the building, from the snakehead here, the shadow of the edge of the building here, the shadow forms on this stone and it wiggles up. So you see kind of like there, how it goes up and down. The shadow creates that shape on this wall, and then it creates the figure of the snake going up to the top. And the snake it's after their god, which is Kukulkan. So yeah, like a really important figure for Mayan history. And this is really cool. I mean, you can kind of grasp the size. This is similar to some of the ruins that we saw in Sri Lanka, where the steps are so steep. You can't even see the entrance from the bottom here. And I think the guide said it's 100 feet tall.
So the reason, or one of the reasons we've come to Ekbalam is because it's one of the only sites, the Mayan sites, you can actually still climb on the ruins, which we definitely want to do. So if you're coming here, it's cash only, because yeah, we didn't know that, and luckily we had just enough.
So we've just got to the top of the main Acropolis, and the view is literally insane.
Yeah, so again, just want to basically give some information on how we got here and when we got here. We got a collectivo from Valladolid that was 70 pesos per person. But it leaves at 7 o'clock and it's only half an hour drive. The park, or yeah, the archaeological park, doesn't open till 8. So we're here half hour early, but literally no one else turned up in that time, and we have this whole thing to ourselves, which is a huge difference to Chichen Itza, where it's just, I mean, it's mobbed with people, busloads of tourists. So if you want to avoid tourists, this is definitely a better option.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, and I mean, look at you can actually see some of the ruins there.
Fun. Yeah, it was very like small in comparison to other ones that we've done, but it was good, and you can climb over all the stuff.
You can go in some of the little chambers and stuff.
Yeah.
Can't go through like some serious tunnels, but you can definitely do some exploring. But yeah, it is quite small, but still definitely worth a visit.
Yeah, and the view from the top is literally insane.
And hardly any tourists. No gracias. Hardly any tourists compared to Chichen Itza. So again, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, only now as we're coming out, there's like more people in there. But like we said earlier, we were the first ones in there, and it was super quiet. It was just us and maybe like 2-4 other people.
If you want a guide, it's 800 pesos. We didn't get a guide. And I think part of the reason that we didn't spend that long in there is because we didn't have a guide, so we just did our own exploring.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't think it's really needed. There's not that much to look at in comparison to Chichen Itza or wherever, so yeah, I don't think we really need a guide. But now, I don't know.
The rest of the day.
Yeah, it's like 9:30. No gracias. Yeah, it's like 9:30. We might go to the cenote that's near here, or we might just head straight back.
So none of this happened as we didn't have enough cash. We could just about afford a taxi back home with a combination of dollars, pesos and all of our coins. So if you're visiting Ekbalam, make sure you take plenty of cash. Our plans then quickly changed as we found a volunteering opportunity, which turned out to be a bit of a disaster. The accommodation was basically a wooden shed. We had to build our own beds, there were no basic amenities, and it was a 10-minute drive to the nearest shop. And we obviously don't have a vehicle. So after 24 hours, we left. But we absolutely loved Valladolid, so stay tuned for our roundup of the city.
Okay, so we are actually in Mexico City now, but we thought we just wanted to give a little roundup of Valladolid, which we really liked, I think.
Definitely, I loved it.
It was really good. We actually ended up staying for a bit longer than we thought. We were there for 6 days in total, I think it was. But we got so much done. We had such a good time. We had some really good food, and the city itself is really accessible. There's so many activities and stuff. So we're going to go through some of the pros and the cons of Valladolid.
Yeah, so the pros for me, just the city in general, the vibe, it's nice chilled city, nice architecture, like the cute colonial buildings, lots of colour.
It's a very vibrant place.
Yeah, it felt really safe. People seem friendly.
Mm-hmm. There's always lots going on as well, and there's really nice parks as well.
Yeah, it was nice. There's lots of food options. If you're a vegetarian, you might struggle. If you like pork, this is going to be your favourite place in the world.
For me, like obviously, I'm mostly veggie diet. Sometimes I'll have fish, like prawns or fish, and at times it was really difficult but we're finding that throughout the whole of Mexico, to be honest. Like, it just takes a little bit more effort to find somewhere that will do a veggie option.
Churros, obviously. Churros there were the best churros we've had so far. So getting around the city, Valladolid, very walkable. But if you want to be lazy, or if you're running late and you need to get a taxi, most of the taxis were very cheap, like between around £2. It didn't really matter if it was 5 or 10 minute journey, it seemed to be about £2.
Yeah, it was always between kind of like the 40 to 70 peso mark, I would say, depending on where you were going.
Yeah, so getting around, the taxis, they all seem very fair price. Don't want to speak too soon, but it seems like the taxi drivers here are a lot more honest than some places we've been. Some places we've been, they will literally rip you off every chance they get. You can also rent bikes in a lot of places. We did it for when we went to the cenotes. You can get around. Yeah, it's easy to get around.
The only thing for us was our accommodation specifically was just outside of the main centre, so it was a little bit further away. We had to walk about 20 minutes if we wanted to walk into town, but if we wanted to get a taxi it was probably like 5-minute drive, maybe.
As a hub for doing things, cenotes, ruins, Valladolid was really good for that. We went to, I think, 4 cenotes in total, and 2 ruin sites, Chichen Itza obviously and Xkeken. Both were pretty close, and you can get a relatively cheap collectivo. Once you know where the collectivo station is, it's really easy. They go every day, so you just meet there. So yeah, everything was good. Everything was fine. Didn't have any issues. Like Valladolid a lot. So another thing that we loved about Valladolid is where we were staying. It was really close to lots of fruterias and panaderias where we can get loads of fresh fruit and fresh bread every morning.
And it was nice as well because we had a accommodation that had its own kitchen, so obviously that gave us the option to actually cook ourselves, because the food in general is quite expensive, and we found that we were spending way too much money each day on food. Whenever we had the opportunity to just buy our own food to cook at home, then obviously we were going to do that because it would save us so much money. With the accessibility with the shops to be able to get that stuff really easily, I mean, it was literally like a 2-minute walk around the corner. It felt like we could kind of live there for the week and not have to spend loads of money on going out for food every day.
We also spent the Day of the Dead in Valladolid. We wanted to be somewhere for Day of the Dead, but we didn't want to prioritise it and skip loads of stuff to make sure that we were somewhere better for it. And it was like a small celebration, ceremony, a small parade, which we actually got to be like right at the front.
And it was nice because it felt a bit more local. Lots of Mexicans there. Obviously in Mexico City or Oaxaca you have like the huge parades and things, so we can't compare it to those, but we know that what we experienced was really fun and it felt like a really warm local experience.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, so in general, Valladolid I would 100% recommend, especially if you're already in the Yucatan area. We've been to Merida since then, and for me, Valladolid was a much better option for what we like. Less touristic, a bit more chilled. It just felt a bit better to me.
But yeah, overall we really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we'll see you in the next one.